This is The Rock Show.
Backstage.
Hello, everyone. My radio name is Wes Nessman.
I'm Chrissy Covington.
And this is The Rock Show Backstage.
Hello.
We're sorry we missed last Friday.
So sorry.
Chrissy claimed to be ill.
I was ill. I didn't claim to be ill. It wasn't that I was ill. I was having horrible allergies.
Well, is that not an illness?
I think that's an illness. I don't know. I was pretty fucked up.
Well, you went, though, from like 100 to 0 or something. You came in, you were perfectly fine on Monday.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like you were faking it.
No, I don't think I was perfectly fine. Monday and Tuesday. Did you not hear me hacking my ass off on Monday and Tuesday?
You hack your ass off
Yeah, but
every
it was
single
really
day.
bad last week. It was like an itch in my throat that was like I had to cough to scratch it.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrible. But
you
now
should run your finger down there.
Yeah. That was my next.
Go ahead and scratch it a little bit.
That was my next move, but I got some prescription allergy medicine, so I am feeling a lot better.
Okay. Prescription allergy medicine.
Yes, the good shit from the doctor. And a little shot in my butt.
Is this something that you had to have to take from here forth? Or is this just a get you over it thing?
Well, I don't know. I got 90 days of allergy meds, but I mean, I don't think you have to
like
keep
a regular thing.
taking them forever.
Well, I don't know. Frequently during the summer, I will have to go on allergy meds for a long time, but I don't take them year round.
Yeah, well, I've been on prescription allergy medication before, like as a child. I have horrible allergies.
No, what are you allergic to?
Fucking everything, dude. Horses.
So you're saying you've been around a lot of horses lately?
No, just the everything outdoors.
I feel like you're a bit of a gaucho when you're not here. Putting on the little hat and lassoing horses.
Yes, well, sometimes.
Okay.
No, I try to stay away from horses since that one incident at the medieval times. I almost died there.
You almost died at medieval times.
Yeah. Did I not tell you
There were all those swords around.
It was
and
the
somehow
horses.
the horses got to
Well, we were having a nice time with my family.
Okay.
And
which team were you on?
I don't remember, but we were down front and close.
Mm-hmm.
Front close. I don't think yellow team or something. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
But we're down close, and everything seemed okay. I'm very far enough away from the horses where I'm thinking I'm not petting them.
Yeah.
There should be no problems. And by the time we get to the dessert portion of the show, my throat is like closed
up.
And I was like, Mom, I gotta go to the we bought tickets to this. You just go up in the lobby and wait. So I went up in the lobby and sat in a wheelchair by the front door and waited for my family and tried not to die. And then I got scolded for asking for us to leave.
You know what's funny is I have only had that happen to me once in my entire life. It is as clear as a bell to me when it happened. I still don't know why it happened.
It's scary.
And I still don't know what to avoid. But I can tell you when Renee was baby Renee, and she mentioned this the other day, for some reason, I kept missing the toadies, And we were going to finally make a night of it and take Renee because she was just like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 or something like
Little
that.
baby Renee.
And she was interested. And it's like, okay, here's something that we can do that Dad likes and Mom likes and the kid likes. We can all go together and stuff. And I remember that was the one time something happened, and I got that whole feeling of like you're breathing through a coffee
Straw.
stirrer.
Yes.
Yeah, one of those. That was the one time that happened to me. But
Did you just eat a handful of
but
Benadryl?
everybody at the station loved Renee, and somebody took her to meet Todd and everything like that. And there's a picture somewhere of her all looking all grunge kid at the Toady show.
Oh, coolest kid at the show.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, enough of that right here.
Enough of that.
Let's talk about this then. What is best for a breakfast sandwich? An English muffin, a bagel, or toast?
I like a bagel. I'm a bagel lady. Now, look, we talked about English muffins a little bit yesterday, and there's nothing wrong with them, especially if they're nice and buttery.
Right.
But I like a bagel.
Don't you find bagels a little dense?
They are a little bit dense, but at least you can get a thinner one. In fact, when I go to the store, I get like the halvesy bagels that are like thin. They're like there's
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where's halvesy bagels?
They're like smaller. They're like thinner bagels. They're called like bagel thins or something.
No way.
Yeah.
Where are they at? In the
well,
bread
they're by
section?
the bread west where the other bagels are.
Oh, really? They're not by the flowers?
They hang out with the other bagels, yeah. But they're thinner and they're better for sandwiches because they're not so bagely.
Now, every great once in a while, I like an onion bagel with some sour cream on it.
Dude.
That's pretty good. But the best thing ever, and we talked about this a little bit off air too, English muffins, and to make your own
Egg McMuffin?
Egg McMuffin at
Dude,
home.
I've never done that until you said it. Until you said that,
Well,
and I was like,
first and foremost, there's the fact that you can get a runny egg
yeah,
on
that's
there.
true.
And you can't get a runny egg over at McDonald's. They don't do that.
Nope.
So when that gets in all those little crevices in an English muffin and all that stuff, oh my God. It is one of the most incredible experiences ever. And
That sounds good.
And it's kind of funny. It's almost like McDonald's invented this thing and now we're reverse engineering it.
Yes, we're like, we could do that better.
Okay. All right.
It is good, dude. Dude, Egg McMuffins are good. They are really.
Oh,
they
no.
might be the best thing at McDonald's. I don't know. You know what?
The last time I ate at McDonald's, it was an Egg
If
McMuffin.
I'm having breakfast at McDonald's, it's always an Egg McMuffin. I don't go for any of the other stuff. It is the Egg McMuffin all the way.
It pretty much shows you how pervasive McDonald's is that people compare everything there. And sometimes you feel bad about it. It's like, am I just ragging on McDonald's? It's like, no, it's a touch point which all of us can understand.
It doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. You like McDonald's, you know? You just
There's
do.
something.
There's something
There's
about
something.
there's something there for everyone. There's something about McDonald's.
See, I wouldn't. Like I've mentioned before that I shoot my shot in certain ways. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm going to have a fast food hamburger. Now it's going to be a Baconator
from Wendy's.
Yeah, it's going to be that, or maybe a green chili from Whataburger.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have one at McDonald's, but then again, you know what? I like the regular Sonic too.
Oh yeah, Sonic's good. Every once in a while, it's like once every 4 or 5 months. I gotta eat a Big Mac.
But see,
I'll just be with somebody, and we got to get us. It's like, I want to get a Big
anymore.
Mac or a Whopper, one of the two.
And see, I won't shoot my shot on a Whopper.
I pick
anymore.
a Whopper over a Big Mac, though. I think
that flame grilling tends to stick with me longer than I want.
Does it give you an acid reflux or something?
Kind
you
of
get the flame grilled farts.
No, kind of the burps.
Oh, the burps. Yeah.
Yeah, the flame grilled farts. Speaking of flame grilled farts, we're just past the winter season, and my wife had heated seats.
Oh,
there is nothing like that smell.
Oh, when you fart in a heated seat,
when you instantly heat one up, the whole car gets humid.
I've never been bougie enough to do such a thing, but actually, I think the new car I'm driving now, I believe, does have heated seats.
Well, you wait.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Have you ever been in the shower and farted and then went, oh my God, what just happened?
What about the bathtub? You ever been taking a bath and you're like, holy, did I ruin the water?
It's one of those things. It is definitely one of those situations.
That's terrible.
What else do we got going on this week?
Today is Renee's birthday.
Today is Renee's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Renee. Ooh, tell me about the day Renee was born. Can you tell me that?
I wasn't there.
Oh, my God.
I was not there.
Okay, tell me about that.
I was working to support the family, and Renee was born, and this is why. Renee was in Oklahoma being born on the Indian reservation.
Oh, that's right.
Renee and her mother are card-carrying Indians. Renee, of course, has got a ridiculous amount. It's like 132 or something like that. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was born on the reservation.
Aww.
On the res, as they say.
Over on the res.
Okay, what else is going on today? It says taking the stairs lowers your risk of an early death by 24%.
And lucky us, because the elevator is going into repairs today, and we will have to take the stairs for how long? A month?
Yeah, and I'm at the age where going downstairs hurts my knees.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be rough.
I really would take them each and every day if there were not pain involved. See, it's not a laziness thing. It's,
right.
It's like, I don't want to blow this out. And, and I have a basis for all this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wonderful that we can memorialize it. I have my favorite uncle. or uncle/cousin Butch. I'm not sure about the relationship. I think he was cousin. Doesn't matter. He was a wonderful guy, and he was that older cousin. I mean, when he saw me with the Alice Cooper album, he brought Black Sabbath over and cool like that. And then when we got older, we used to buy special things from him.
Okay.
The other cousins used to.
Yeah.
And he was like, he had black lights in his rooms and all that. He was the cool older cousin. Well, when he was much older, but certainly younger than I am now, he had to have his knee replaced. And at some point after he had his knee replaced, he had a blood clot. Killed him.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so the whole idea of having the knees or hips and stuff redone is...
Basically, what you're saying is by them fixing the elevators and you having to take the stairs, you're probably going to have your knees replaced and then possibly get a blood clot and then die, and it will be this company's fault.
Right. So make sure somebody sues. Make sure somebody gets a bucket.
Oh, we need one of those little bucket seat things that take you up the stairs. It is going to be rough. My knees aren't even bad, and I still don't want to do it.
I wonder if I could sue for that.
You never know.
I need one of them buckets. I need a seat bucket to go up the stairs. Seems fun.
It actually does seem fun. I've always wanted to ride on one of those, but it's always like someone handicaps, thing. It's not a toy, but when you're a kid and you see one, it's like, holy shit, how do I get on that thing?
It's almost like something Dr. Evil would ride on, because it's just like, oh, I'm going, ha ha ha, and then you go real slow.
I just want to go down the stairs and just like ominously, towards people, very slowly.
Welcome to my abode.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Ben, let's look at some of the questions we had this past week. What group did you get kicked out of? You actually did not have an answer on air for that.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, we said, what group did you leave?
Yeah, have to leave or whatever.
Yeah, did you have to leave?
Not kicked out.
I mean, the only really thing that I can think of is that I played soccer for one season, and I hated it the entire time. And I told my parents every game and every practice that I fucking hated it. Yeah. And they made me stick with it because you can't give up on anything. But when it was over, I was like, I will never do this again. You can put me in any other sport you want to. I will not be chasing a ball back and forth with a bunch of other little dum-dums. I'm not fucking doing this.
You know what? This might give people a little insight into our process, because that almost sounds like a question for the road crew. Something along the lines of, what's something your parents made you finish?
Yeah.
Do you think that's the question, or do we need to modify
No, I
it?
think that's a good one, because I know that I'm not the only person that got stuck with that and had the mom that was like, yeah, you can't give up on something just because you don't like it. I was like, they're trying to teach me a lesson, I guess, but also they paid for it, so there's that. But it was just like, this makes me as upset. This is not.
Did you?
This does nothing for me.
At your house, did you ever have one of those? You're not getting up from the table until you try it, cry fest?
I didn't, because I was pretty easy, but my brother Robert was not about trying anything. And so I don't know if my parents were very like,
we had one of those family meltdowns
over what?
I believe at the time it was Brussels sprouts. But what is weird is, me and my brother, we liked liver. We liked most everything, but there was something about Brussels sprouts. And I remember just crying at the table for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like these are murder balls.
You're
trying to murder me. Why should I eat these if I don't like it? And I'm going to sit here and cry for an hour and just break down.
My mom was pretty good about, like, if you didn't like it, she didn't feed it to you. I mean, she
right, but that doesn't mean you didn't have to taste it once.
She really, I think she made my brother Robert kind of taste stuff every once in a while, but she did not. She was never looking to make anybody scream and cry. That was like she was just like, okay, you don't want that, you can have a peanut butter sandwich, whatever, So she was pretty good about it. But I pretty much, my first solid food was pizza rolls and Brussels sprouts, dude. That was my first solid foods.
I think once again we should call them green murder balls.
My dad was very proud. He was like, the baby eats Brussels sprouts.
I liked them for a long time.
They're good.
I liked them for a long time.
Put butter and cheese all over them.
I don't like them anymore so much. You know what I mean? And I'm not that picky. I like most.
Oh, you told me that the least favorite thing at the holiday meals is when Renee brings her Brussels sprout salad or whatever.
She was actually.
You said you're not a fan of it.
That was a husband to go or boyfriend.
Oh, was it
to
a
go.
boyfriend to go?
Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about that anymore. So
yeah. So you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He made Brussels sprouts. No wonder she dumped the guy.
I just remember you being like, and she would bring the shaved Brussels sprouts. It was disgusting. I'm like, it sounds good.
Well, yeah, I mean, different strokes. You like beets, too.
I do love beets.
So,
beets.
We had Perrier that was contaminated with poo this week.
Yes. I love Perrier, too, so that kind of icks me out.
We also had the guy that put his balls or his junk on everybody's food, and he was a cook.
He was a cook in Houston, Harris County, and he was touching his wiener on all kinds of stuff in the kitchen.
Right, and they said he probably did it at several restaurants.
Other restaurants, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, okay, I wrote about that in an article, and I put on there that while I am disgusted it happened, I'm not surprised because it reminded me of catching a guy jerking off in the dry storage area of my kitchen about, that was like 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
In the middle of the summer, the office computer is in the back dry storage. I open the door, and homie is right there watching porn.
Did you lend a brother a hand?
No. No, just open the door, watched him exit, and they did get the police involved. So
wow,
because I was working for a children's program.
Yeah.
So not okay.
We used to prank each other here constantly. I mean, we would like run in and fire cap guns at each other, and I mean, insane stuff. Landon, who we're very happy to announce is coming back very soon. We silly stringed him once to the entire control board. He couldn't even move.
Nice.
And, we would do it live on the air, just terrify people. But we had a rule. You do not touch anybody's food ever.
Yeah.
Not once, not even a little. You don't move it. You don't taint it.
This is a good
rule. You do not
rule.
even come near anybody's food. So this thing kind of, it freaks me out.
Yeah, it's bad.
Another internet question here that we did not get to this week. Do you or do you not wash new clothes before you wear them?
Dude, I would like to say I do, but I don't. If they have a weird smell or something weird on them, I would, but I do not. Because they are not the same after you wash them. Like, especially jeans.
All right. Well, okay. I'm going to put this out here first and foremost.
I believe you should.
Women have an advantage over men in that most women wear brasiers.
Yes.
The over-the-shoulder boulder holders.
Yep.
Right there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Men don't, and when you buy a new shirt, it can really rub your nipples raw.
Oh.
It's true.
Really?
It's yes, especially if you get like a graphic tee.
Really?
The graphic tee
Yes.
will rub you raw.
I've never even thought about that.
But the jeans, I think, are too stiff. The only thing that I will wear in this, even underwear, I'll wash for a lot of the same reasons. The only thing I'll wear straight out of the package is socks.
I will. I know you probably, if you're buying stuff at a thrift store, then by all means, please wash it before you wear it, because God, I wrote an article about that.
But how many people handle even a new pair of pants? Do you think they go right from the loom into the plastic wear, or I mean, other people were looking at them on the rack
touching
or whatever.
them and looking at them. I guess I just don't care that much. I don't know. I feel like it fits the best right after you buy them. The clothes fit exactly right. Get home, rip the tags off, put them on, wear them. I will wash them. And, what if shit happens in the washer? That happens all the time, too. Things shrink.
Are you old enough to remember that that's how you sized your Levi's when you bought them back in the day?
How? Oh,
back in the day when you bought Levi's, you were recommended to wash them and put them on wet in order for them to form properly.
I remember my mom telling me that for a couple pairs of pants that I bought at the Buckle when I was in high school. I was like, oh, these pants I got them so tight. And she goes, why don't you take them out of the washer while they're wet and put them on? And that's what I did, and then they fit me perfectly.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? It is crazy.
I feels like it just stretches perfectly.
Yeah, they did. They fit perfect.
There was another story that I need to quit saying that and just jump to these things. South Korea has figured out a way to make diamonds cheap and, of course, much quicker.
Now, that makes them, but then they're not special. They're not bloody enough, Wes.
Are they?
We need people to die,
though?
Wes. No, they're not. Not to me at all.
Listen,
in fact, I don't own any jewelry. Not a single necklace, not a bracelet, not a ring.
Skull ring?
Nothing. I have nothing.
You don't have a necklace?
Nothing. I don't
Not even one?
Not even one. Not even one. I was thinking.
Do you want one? Or?
No, not really. No.
Does it feel like it chokes you or just hasn't appealed to you?
I don't know. I just don't have any. I used to have stuff like that, and I just don't anymore. I don't know. It just.
I have my rings, but
don't.
the problem is they've gotten a little bit floppy because I've lost so much weight.
Need to get them resized.
And I really like these, even though they're horribly out of style now. What are those? The silicone bracelets?
Mm-hmm.
This is a nightmare one.
It's like the Live Strong bracelet, except for his is a black.
Well, the first one I got was a Dime Bag Memorial one.
Oh, really?
And it was kind of about the same time as the Live Strong, and they put out some that said, Dime Bag, rest in peace, get ya pull. And we had given away a bunch on FMX, and then I saved one for myself, but it eventually snapped because I was taking it off and on. And each year I get some of these over at the Spirit store because they still make them part of their fundraising and stuff. But I have my little nightmare one here, and I forget that I even have it on.
I feel like it's not that I just never ever. I feel like maybe every year or two, I will buy a cheap necklace to wear with something that I have to wear something fancy to.
Right.
And then that just goes away.
My deal.
I just don't like that kind of stuff. I'm just not into fancy stuff like that.
I have one or two items like that, and I wouldn't call them fancy. One of mine is just a slice of a animal horn, like a deer horn, that has like a Viking ruin painted on it.
Cool.
But it's one of those things you put it on, and then when you take it off to get out of the shower, and then you're just like, I'm not going to mess with that, or I'll come back to it later and just kind of forget about it.
Yeah. No, I just don't have anything right now.
What about an ankle bracelet? Did you ever want one?
I had those. I used to wear toe rings and ankle bracelets and all of that.
No way.
Yeah.
Not with those toes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do they use those toes to play horseshoes now? Those rings?
Those rings to play horseshoes.
Ah, God, I blew the joke.
You messed up the fucking joke.
I was so close.
Yeah, no, I used to wear those back when they were cool.
Now, you wore those ones. You wore those toe rings.
I could probably wear like 6 rings on one toe.
If you're wondering what happened to Chrissy's toe rings, those are the things you throw on the bottles at the carnival now.
He's not wrong. Toe rings were cool for a while. Do people still wear those?
I don't know.
They probably do, but the old stuff, the 90s stuff too, and the 90s and 80s and 70s stuff is all coming back. Everybody's doing the throwback things.
Is it coming back, or did we keep the best of the best?
Let me tell you, my little sisters, this just must be like a new thing right now. My little sisters have been teasing me because my hair is not parted in the middle. Okay, it's parted on the side, but when I was a kid, it was parted in the middle. And I remember being teased because it wasn't parted on the side. And now my sisters are like, look at you with your side part. And I'm like, dude, homie, it's been too long. I'm 34. This is where it parts. This is where my hair does now.
Yeah.
We're not switching it. And I look stupid. I try to part in the middle. No. Absolutely not. So I guess that's a new thing now. You're not supposed to part your hair on the side anymore.
Well, I remember.
It means you're old.
When all the cool guys wore white athletic socks that went all the way up your calf.
Yep.
And then
doesn't happen now.
And believe it or not, Rooster got on to me and told me that I needed some black socks. So I got some black socks. And now everybody's wearing the
ankle socks.
Yeah, but I wear boots, so I am not messing with ankle socks and rubbing my legs wrong.
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah,
excuse
we
me.
got boots on. I do wear the ankle socks.
Yeah,
do
well,
that.
I mean, I think it kind of makes sense for women because a lot of the pants you wear are really tapered down to the ankle and stuff anyway.
You don't want your socks all bunched up in your pants.
So that makes sense. Do they stay up well or do you walk them off?
Mine stay up. Mine are still up right now. I've got them on right now.
Is there anything worse than a sock that walks down after
Dude,
a while?
it's like you just should throw it in the trash, but for some reason you go home and put it in your washer and you
It's
still
like,
fucking
oh,
wear it
yeah,
again.
this will tighten it up.
Yeah, no.
And it doesn't work
Dude.
that way.
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay.
That is frustrating.
What else has been going on? You went to a house show.
I went to a house show over the weekend.
It's so funny the evolution of these things because they used to be big backyard parties when I grew up.
So this was a party of sorts, but it was in an alley. It was a back garage duplex area. A nice area to have a house show. I was like, this is gonna get shut down. It did not, and it was fine. It was much different than high school. There was somebody there to make sure everybody was 21.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It was.
Why did they have it at a house instead of a club? Was there a
This
reason?
was just they just wanted to have a house show. That's just why they wanted to have it at John's house, and it was fun. There was probably
Why would you want a crowd of people using your shitter? I mean, when you could go to a place that has
he
some.
did, and it all worked out. It was a crowd of people. This was all
wait,
friends.
whoa! You told me earlier people were peeing all through the alley.
Well, people were peeing against dumpsters, but it was that's
Did
just
you make
peeing.
Did you make a dumpster pee?
No, I went and used the bathroom because I'm John's friend.
Oh, okay.
I said, "Where's the
You
bathroom,
got
homie?"
The VIP
It
pass.
is VIP P pass.
Look
The
at
show
you.
was great, though. Indigo was great. Toxic Menace was great. It was just the bees at breakfast. Everybody was good.
Bees at breakfast.
Yes, they were good.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to all you guys.
All right. Well, I hope that was a lot of
It
fun.
was good.
I can't think of what I've been doing. Oh, well, I got to see my wonderful, wonderful friend,
Sydney.
Sydney Kessler.
I
and,
meant to see her this weekend. I didn't get to, but you did.
yeah, I didn't know that I needed to see her, but I needed to see her, and it felt like closing a loop. I don't want to get totally into it, but, of course, well, no, I mean, we can go into it.
She is a good friend with Kelly.
Our mutual friend, Kelly. And so that me and Sydney went through a lot of the same stuff emotionally. And even though me and, Sid had, it's not like we really hung out a lot or anything back in the day, but there was just something about like, this needed to happen.
Yeah.
And it was really, really nice. And talk about a great kid.
Oh, I know.
Just
She's
a
so
great-
sweet and beautiful and wonderful.
Well, and I really like the way she's chosen to live her life, in that they're just traveling all over the place. And I'm like, how are you doing this?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, we work as travel agents
Yep.
5 days a week.
There you go.
I'm like, oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And then just travel.
And then you just see like a deal on travel and you go yourself.
And you go.
That is smart as hell.
It
I
is
wish I
pretty
was
smart.
that smart.
Maybe we need to start a business.
Yeah.
Let's do some traveling.
What do you do for a travel agent? You just call the airline? Yeah.
You go.
You take care. You
You-
fly my friend there.
Yeah, you go. Where do you want to go? Okay, I'll take care of all the stuff for you. Here's your flat
Right.
rate.
And I'll make sure that there's a warm towel for you when you get there.
Hey,
You do all of that.
doesn't sound so bad.
Well, I believe that is enough for this week. This month, actually. I'm trying to convince.
He's trying to tell me he wants to do this once a month, but I'm going to talk him into doing it every Friday anyway. Hey, how about let's do this? If you're listening to this right now and you like it every Friday, why don't you send me a message on Facebook and let me know?
I'll bet you get 0 messages.
You know what?
I-
Last time I asked
I
for
think-
suggestions, I got like 4 suggestions.
I think people will say that once a month's about right.
I don't think so.
And I think you should.
No, I don't
you
think so.
I think you
I
should
think
do
every
these with
Friday-
your comedian friends. Bring
No,
your
no.
funny friends in here and tell
We don't need them.
tell them jokes.
Meh, meh, meh.
Right.
All right, that's enough.
She can't get them out of bed.
Nah, we'll see. No, I cannot. I cannot.
All right, this has been The Rock Show. Backstage.